ask you a question. What is death? Okay, let me rephrase it for you. How do you conceive the phenomena death? Subjective. Death can be perceived in any way. A salvation, a sudden relief from all your problems, or an eternal sleep. We all really don't think about death, right? We want to live, experience tomorrow, and who wants death? At least 60% of us. The rest comes under the subjective part. Death is an interesting phenomenon. It fades your mind if you dive deep. And there's a saying which goes, those who talk about the crux of death are real legends. So, in today's episode, I'm going to introduce you all to an extraordinary, beautiful book that of course talks about death. The Death of Ivan Ilych by the legend Leo Tolstoy. Welcome. No introduction needed for Leo Tolstoy, the legendary writer, greatest of all time. You all know him at least by the works War and Peace and Anna Karenina. Tolstoy was a writer who explored the most diverse approaches to human experience: war, youth, love, marriage, and of course, death. The book is a novella. It's all about Ivan Ilych and the void life he led. It contains nothing sort of surprise element. As the title goes, it begins at the chronological end of the story, with the death of a titular protagonist, Ivan Ilych. The striking point in the story is when the news of Ivan Ilych's death is spread, each man thinks gratefully that Ivan Ilych is dead and not me. Some reality sparks that Tolstoy uses to move the story forward. After the funeral scenes, the story then shifts more than 30 years into the past and the story begins. The ordinary life of Ivan Ilych. As the story progresses, at a certain point, Ivan becomes terminally ill, and from there, the story takes another turn. The way Tolstoy molded each character is very interesting. Everyone's so materialistic and so into the social status that they have little room for kindness and love. Except for two, Vladimir Ivanich and Gerasim. Vladimir, or Vasya, is the younger son of Ivan Ilych, and Gerasim is Ivan's sick nurse. He serves as a foil to Ivan. He is everything that Ivan is not: healthy, vigorous, and direct. On the other hand, Vasya is capable of forming empathetic bonds with other people, unlike every other character in the story. They are the only ones who truly understands Ivan and his condition, a little solace to his suffering and pain. Even Ivan's wife, Praskovia, is pathetic. While feigning sympathy and concern for Ivan during his illness, her real attitude is only of hostility and impatience for his death. Everyone around Ivan is the same, eagerly waiting for his death, so that they can enjoy the post-death incentives they all get. Just like the famous photograph by Kevin Carter, The Vulture and the Little Girl, these humans are not less than a vulture waiting for the human flesh. Every page of this book is stirred with deep thoughts. You can't just passively skim through the sentences. It makes you think. Your life will flash in front of your eyes. The meaning. Not every work can give you that kind of thrill. That's the beauty of Tolstoy's writing. The reason why he is hailed as the master of realistic fiction. The imminent death makes one realize the absurdity of all. What really matters and what not. Ivan Ilych lived what Thoreau famously called a life of quiet desperation. His final audible words are, "What joy," despite the pain he feels inside. When we all die, how would people remember us? Think about it when you're chasing for material things in life. Those things doesn't really matter at all. It all succumb to nothingness when you're in your deathbed. Just like the great Alexander got revelation in his last breath. Death of Ivan Ilych is all about understanding that nothingness. Tolstoy's work will always give you something. When you turn the last page, the weight of your thoughts will be higher. The beauty that lies in this book is, Tolstoy thought it was too late to turn his life around, but the narrator says, it's not too late for us, the readers. So, I want to end this with a Greek saying, no evil is honorable, but death is honorable. Therefore, death is not evil. I'll see you with another promising book in a new chapter. Till then, it's a goodbye. Thank you.